What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here with Nerd Takes, and today I have a return to streaming type of Nerd Takes gaming stream. It has been a little bit since I've done a stream. I think the last one I did was Arkham Knight, probably a couple months ago now. Sorry for the bit of a pause on streaming. It's been a little busy IRL. Nothing bad, all good things, but it has been busy, so I haven't been able to dedicate a ton of time to streaming, unfortunately, while still trying to just keep some videos and some other content going for the channel. But the schedule is opening up a little bit now, so ideally we will start to get some more streams over here, because I'm due for some, honestly, good old-fashioned gaming. I haven't been able to play much of anything lately, so the time is definitely here to start picking up some of that slack. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, if you just give me 1 second while I continue to adjust settings here, because it would appear things have changed a bit on me since the last time I streamed. So let me turn up the gain here on the mic a little bit, just so I don't have to yell. That way it's picking me up. We'll close that. And let me just adjust on OBS as well. And perfect. All right. We should be good to go. So with all that out of the way, what we're playing today is Batman Arkham City. The reason we're playing it is because, I mean, it's Batman. Why the hell not? I love this game. It's my favorite of not only the Arkham series, but honestly, it's probably my favorite video game of all time. It's the one I've played the most, beat the most, all that kind of stuff. I probably replay it at least like once a year, if I'm being honest. It's been a little bit... Actually, no, it hasn't been a little bit on this one. Now that I think of it, I played through this off stream around the time Rocksteady's latest game came out, when everybody was kind of going back to these old Arkham games because, frankly, they're just far superior to whatever the hell it was that Rocksteady put out this time. So I think I played through this. Not I think. I know I played through this then. Didn't do a full side mission stuff. Just kind of got through the story. So we're going to be going through this one again. Well, again for me, first time for you guys with me on stream. And all that nonsense out of the way, the whole intro, yada, yada. Let's just jump right into it. We're setting it to hard because that's how we do it. And why did it actually just go back to... Oh, because that's not how you set it. There we go. All right, let's jump in. This is a bit of foreshadowing. Obviously, if you've played the game, you know why. Landon, hot take. Landon, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Also, Escaping Ordinary, EO, thank you so much for being here. Great to see you as always. And Landon, great to see you. You're a new name I don't believe I've seen before, but happy to have you here. Landon says, hot take, Batman Arkham Origins is better than Arkham City. So, Landon, incredibly funny that you say that, because that has been a theme of my Batman streams so far. Last one, like I was saying, last one I played was Arkham Knight, and I had a bunch of people come into chat saying that Arkham Origins is their favorite. And I've always said that that's actually my least favorite, if you can believe it. It's the only one I've only ever played through once. I never played through it a second time, and obviously because of that, no third time either. Sorry, I'm kind of forgetting the buttons a bit. It's been a little while. Okay, there we're going. I've been playing Wukong, so the combat buttons are not coming back to mind right now. But yeah, so a bunch of people were telling me that Arkham Origins is their favorite, and I was stunned to hear that, because I feel like the consensus opinion, which, let me tell you right now, consensus opinions really don't matter for much. People like what they like, and that's it at the end of the day. But the consensus opinion had generally been that that was the weakest of, the main, I guess technically it's not mainline Arkham games because it was made by WB, not Rocksteady. But it is canon in terms of the Arkham series and all that. So I do count it as, part of the games. It's always been the weakest as far as I've heard and as far as my opinion was. Now, because I've only played it once, what we're going to do as we get a little closer to the holidays is play it again, and we're going to do it on stream. I believe, if I recall, it's got a strong bit of Christmas theme. I want to say it's set like right around Christmas or maybe even on Christmas. So we're going to do that one leading up to the holiday, and we're going to have fun with it, and it's going to be my second chance to kind of play it and see if I have a different opinion on it. But yeah, man, that is, it's funny you say that, because it continues to be something I'm hearing as I play these games, which is awesome, because I love different opinions. I love people kind of filling me in on what makes something better to them than it is to me. And then I love to go back and check it out and see if, with that new perspective, I can start to appreciate it that way too. So we're going to see. That will be coming up though. So feel free to stick around and watch through this gameplay, and then that one when the time comes. Sorry, this has been a bit of a messy, slow, kind of clunky fight, because I am, one, trying to shake the Wukong button system out of my head, as well as talk, which you'll find out if you've ever seen my streams. I'm a horrendous multitasker, so yeah, that's always fun when you're streaming. I do love talking with chat, though, so I can never pass up the opportunity to do that. Frankly, I enjoy that more than even the gaming, so that's a pretty high level of liking things. Lyndon says, Batman Arkham Origins 11-year anniversary was a few days ago. No kidding. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That would have been a good time to play it too. But I do feel like holiday season, it'll fit in nice. Oh man, I really forgot all the buttons already. I'm trying to do things like it's Wukong. EO says, wish I could stay longer. Subway and conference. Oh, absolutely, EO. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't worry about it. Any amount of time anybody can spend on my streams, I'm always happy. I really appreciate it, EO. And I will most definitely see you soon on one of your streams or in one of Tomby's chats, or, hopefully this opens up a window of more streaming for me as well. So plenty of other opportunities. Thank you for stopping by, though, EO. Always great to see you. So, Landon, if you don't mind me asking, what is it about Arkham Origins that makes you, rank it as the best? Or do you rank it as the best, or just better than this one specifically? This one to me has always been my favorite. I do love the story of the game. I think it's a really good one. I think it's strong. I think there's some good twists in there that are fun. I love the side missions. I love the characters they used. I thought it was a very essential kind of chunk of Batman's rogues gallery to use in this one. Obviously love the gameplay. I like the map because it's not too big. It's nice and small. Not nice and small. It's a nice midway point between what Arkham Asylum was and what Arkham Knight was. So it's right in that sweet spot of not being too big and too much to kind of drive around in, where I do find that Arkham City becomes almost a little too big for that style of game. Which is weird for me to say, because I am an open world gamer. I do love open world games. Whatever one you can think of, I'm usually a fan of, from your GTAs to your regular RPGs, things like that. But for some reason, the Arkham Knight map seems almost just a little annoying to kind of get around at times. This one to me was the perfect size. And if I recall, I remember feeling a little bored going through some of Arkham Origins' version of Gotham. It felt a little bland looking, if I kind of have it right. And that's one thing I thought Arkham Knight did a lot better. It threw in all the neons and the gothic style of Gotham, which was great. Origins, if I recall, was a little bland. Didn't have that much fun going through it. So this one, to me, for all those reasons, is like the peak of the Arkham series, the best of the best. Hey, Pete, we got the Heretical Nerd, Pete, joining us. How's it going, brother? Great to see you. Anybody who is not subbed to Pete, go and drop him a sub. He's a fantastic content creator, makes some great stuff. We'll enjoy a little bit of the cinematic here, because I do like this version of I was going to say, oh God, Doctor Strange. I guess technically he is Doctor Strange, but Hugo Strange. Hey, Daily. How you doing? Great to see you. Tomby! How are you, brother? I am finally streaming again, Tomby. Took me a little bit to get back into the saddle here, but we're hopping on and we're going along. with a classic too. In my opinion, at least. I absolutely adore this game. Pete says, good to see you streaming again. Oh, thank you, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a little bit, man. Oops, shit. Wasn't paying attention. You got a free kick. That's the only one you get, buddy. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Had a little bit of rust to shake off and kind of just... There's a little bit of, I don't know how to say it. A little rust, little cobwebs, you know? Got to shake it off, feel like you can be personable and hop on the stream again. So that was kind of the little bit of hold up. Brandon, how you doing, Brandon? Great to see you, man. Jeez, Tomby, stop it, man. Tomby, you are a friggin' legend, man. Tomby with the 5 gifted memberships. That is the first gifted set of gifted memberships on the channel. Tomby, man, thank you so much. That is, you are just too kind, dude. You are, you really are. Thank you so much. That's a milestone right there. I'm a little taken back. I'm not even sure what to say. That's a milestone. That's the first YouTube memberships. And we got them for Bend Over, who's another legend. My own other account, Jay Tapia got one. Thank you, Tomby. That's hilarious. My buddy Arrow404, my other buddy Sandy Q, and my other buddy Ultra Sigma Dude. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tomby, so much. I hope you guys enjoy the memberships. That means there's a lot more stuff I got to do now in terms of creating content for members. So that's some great motivation. Thank you, Tomby, man. I truly can't thank you enough for that and just for everything. You've been a great friend and great mentor on this YouTube journey. I really do appreciate that. Brandon asks, how am I doing? Doing good, man. Doing good. I've been busy IRL. That's why I haven't been doing much streaming, but I got to tell you, man, it's been good busy. It's been all good stuff. It hasn't been anything, anything going wrong or anything like that. It's been all good stuff, positive stuff. It's just been really time consuming. So I haven't been able to dedicate as much time to this as I would have liked to, but it does look like things are slowing down. So that's going to be hopefully a big window for me to jump back in the saddle here and keep some streams a little bit more regular. Tommy says, all good, brother. Nah, man. Again, Tommy, I really do appreciate it so much. Tracy, how's it going, brother? Tracy says, liked and shared on you. Oh, man. Thank you, Tracy. Dude, you guys are just too good, man. Too good. The group that we kind of, see on a regular basis, the Tracys, myself, obviously Tomby, Sandy, Era, everybody who just got subs, Pete, Daily. It's just everybody part of this community is just such good people, man. It really has been the true highlight of, oh my God, shut up and get out of my way, dude. It has been sorry, I didn't mean to just cut off something nice I was saying to yell at this guy. But it has truly been the highlight of this YouTube journey. More so than sub counts or monetization or anything like that. It's been meeting all these people. I mean, you guys are truly awesome. Tommy says, can't wait to share a pint. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. A few pints and dinner is on me once you touch down over here. Tommy also says, well, you have your own pint. Yes, we won't share from the same glass. Or no 2 straws and 1 pint of beer. We'll get our own. Oh my goodness, you guys, you gotta stop. You're killing me. Echo Pickle with another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tim. You are truly wonderful as well. Your pint is on me too when you touch down. Don't you worry. Dinner and pints are on me. EO got one. Davey verse. Jazz, where's Jazz been, Tomby? Have you heard from her lately? I was just thinking about her actually. Haven't heard from her in a little while. Jazz, Uncle Martin with the mountain bike. Sorry, let me just beat up these guys and I'll read off all those guys. See one coming in from my good friend Sandy Q2. So give me 1 second to beat up these prisoners, I guess. And I'll read those off as soon as I'm done here. Oh, a little fun fact. If you look up here, you can see our friend Azriel. I should probably beat these guys up first before I do that, though. Sorry, the gameplay's a little rough right now because my ability to look at chat and game at once has never been my strong suit. So let me try to finish these dummies off. And I can't do a ground pound, though. How am I supposed to... Jeez, it has been a while since I've played this game. Oh, am I just supposed to knock this guy out? Is that what's stopping me? Yes, it was what's stopping me. All right, I get up. Okay, so we have a second now. Uncle Martin with the mountain bike, he got one. Mr. Fox got one. All another set of great people. Sandy, thank you so much. Another 5 gifted memberships. Lisi's got one. Pop Culture Mechanic, Binks Jim, Mr. Porkchop 14, Pete the Heretical Nerd. Another group of great people, and that's kind of a theme you're going to see anytime I get gifted memberships, is that it always goes to great people because everybody we know is fantastic. Let's see. Sorry, just trying to. Now, I've never had to sift through just membership notifications and chat to see what's being said. Tam says, you're welcome. Truly, Tam, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Binks Jim, how you doing? Great to see you, ma'am. Tomby says, have not heard from Jazz. Yeah, I haven't heard from Jazz in a little bit, Tomby. Hopefully everything's all right. She's just a little busy. I know what that can be like. So, hopefully we hear from her soon and all is well. Binks Jim asks, how am I doing? Doing good, Jim. Doing good, man. No complaints. No complaints at all. Sandy says, cheers to Jim and Pete. And Sandy says, sends a 149 hot dog. I can't do the, how does Az do it? Hot dog. I forget how he does it, but I can't do it exactly like he does. But we got a hot dog sticker from Sandy as well. Thank you so much, Sandy. Man, you guys are seriously just unbelievable. The support and just the camaraderie and friendship too has been phenomenal from this group. Oh, we gotta look at Oswald earlier. I gotta tell you, the game, I'm not sure if it's coming through as well on stream, but damn, this game still looks good on PC. All right, that's a free shot, Oz. I'll give it to you. You're lucky I was talking. All right, let me see if I can beat these guys up a little smoother than the last few fights have gone. It sucks when you have, yeah, here we go. Handcuffs are going to break. That'll make it easier. You're all in big trouble now. Oh, it's still not letting me ground and pound, huh? What do I got to, like, get through a little more of the game? It's amazing how much you can play a game but still kind of forget it just from time passing by since the last playthrough. I must have beat this game in its entirety at least 20 times since it's been out, and I'm still forgetting some of these beginning parts. Part of it too is you get so like sucked into another game, and for example, for me it's been Wukong lately, and the way you just adopt a button system and kind of forget the ones from games you know is kind of interesting. But it all ends up being like riding a bike. It comes back to you. Oh, Az impersonates my Boston accent when he's doing the hot dog. Okay, so maybe I just got to say it normal then? All right, Oswald, time to kick your ass too. Oh shit, that was a hell of an uppercut. If I recall, yeah, we go up these dumpsters and up this ladder. We got to go get our bat suit. Brandon Whip asks, what is my favorite Arkham game? Well, Brandon, it's actually this one. This is, without a doubt, my favorite. If I was to rank them, just to kind of give you the whole set list, if I was to rank all of them, including Arkham Origins, because I do put it in this continuity since, I know it was made by WB Games, not Rocksteady, but in Arkham Knight, Rocksteady confirms that it is in canon with some of the, villains they bring in, like Firefly, for example, and some other dialogue references they make. So if I was to rank them, I would say Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins. I'm pretty confident that that's it. Now, as I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, something that was happening, or something I was hearing a lot as I was doing my Arkham Knight streams, was that people were huge fans of Arkham City, which is something that was always kind of opposite of consensus from what I understood, and even my own opinion on Arkham Origins. And just to start this stream, we had another person, I believe. Oh my God, I'm already forgetting the name because my attention span is kicking in. But I think it was Landon or Layden. Sorry, Landon or Layden, if I have your name wrong. I'll scroll up in 1 second to see it. But he was also, or they, he or she, I'm not sure. But they were also saying that right off the bat, they love Arkham Origins better than this game. So what we're going to do leading up to Christmas is play through Arkham Origins. Another one, Brandon. No kidding. You're another one who loves Arkham Origins. It's so weird. It's weird to me only because it felt like the general consensus on it was that everybody thought it was the weakest. And I kind of made my own opinion on it before finding that out, that I also thought it was the weakest. So to see so many people come into chat and say that it's their favorite while playing this game is very interesting and a little eye-opening. So I'm going to give it another run soon. As soon as we're done with this, I want it to line up a little bit more with Christmas, because if I recall, that game is heavily set in December. Might even be like Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. So I do want to get a little closer to that time, just so it's on theme and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff in terms of planning your streams. But we will be playing that one, and I'm going to give it a Landon is the name. Okay, that's what I thought, Brandon. I thought it was Landon. And that's going to be only my second time playing it. I have played every other Arkham game at least 5 times. This one I've played probably 20. And by 5 times, I mean like in its entirety, not just like I picked it up and played it 5 times, never finished it. So it's going to be fun to play through that one again and see if my opinion changes. It's crazy to me, not in a bad way. I totally understand why people like it. It's just for so long I was meant to believe, or I made myself believe, I guess, that it was pretty consensus that it was the weakest, but my chats have been telling me otherwise, so we're going to give it another run. Yeah, I also I'm not sure if I finished this thought as I was saying it earlier, if my attention kicked in, but I just recently upgraded my monitor too, so like this game looks unbelievable right now for a 14-year-old game. I want to say this was like 2010, maybe 2011. It looks phenomenal on my PC. I hope it's coming through on YouTube as well as it is here. It may not be, but it's just impressive. When you see some of the crappy AAA games that come out now that look half-baked and honestly just kind of look like shit, it's impressive to see this game look still so good. Same with Arkham Knight too, which was obviously a lot newer, but still not a lot newer. A lot newer in comparison to this one. I think Arkham Knight was 2015. Obviously, that's 10 years old as well, but it's a lot newer than this one, and even that obviously looked great. See, and this is what I think one of my gripes with Arkham Origins is that even right now, like as you're not seeing the whole city of Gotham, you can still see the reflections of some of the neons and all that, the gothic even look of just the sidewalks and everything. This Arkham City and Arkham Knight looked so good, where I felt like Arkham Origins their Gotham was a little bland. And this isn't even all of Gotham. But I could also just be misremembering it. I'm going to be looking forward to playing that game again. All right, I got to focus here, sorry. Give me 2 seconds to just rip through these guys. And or get my ass kicked, one of the two. All right, we're getting a combat flow here. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to get the flow. Been a little bit, but it's riding a bike. You never really forget it. It's kind of amazing what this game did to this style of RPGs with combat systems. It really revolutionized it. I'd say the 2 games to me that really changed this style of RPG in terms of like a linear story but explorable open world and all that would be the original Assassin's Creeds. I think they introduced a very interesting stealth element to this style of RPG gaming, and this combat system that started in Arkham Asylum. It was revolutionary in my personal opinion. You know, agree, disagree, that's up to you guys, but I think those 2 games had a big role to play in changing, or at least kind of, I guess changing is the word. I would say evolution, in the evolution of this style of game. But yeah, the first 2 Assassin's Creeds and this one really kind of upped the ante in terms of how these games can be played. I mean, this one specifically, you see how many games try to copy this combat system? What do they call it? The free flow combat? And it was cool how each game they just increased it a little bit more, made it a little bit smoother, gave you, from game 1 to game 2, gave you the ability to take weapons from the enemies and actually use them against them. From game 2 to game 3, in terms of Arkham Knight and this line of games, they gave you the ability to actually pick up the items just in general and use them a couple times, because I think in this it's really just like a reversal of the weapons. Then you could start to pick them up and all these different things and use the Batmobile and, to help you with combat. They just... they continued to try to all right, what's the bar we set last time? How can we raise it a little bit more? Which, I mean, that's what you want out of gaming companies. You want them, 1, to be passionate about what they're working on, 2, to be innovative, 3, to be pushing the bar for the sake of passion and innovation, if that makes sense. Sorry, let me see here. Brandon says it is Christmas Eve in the game. Okay, that's what I thought. I knew it was Christmas related, so I figured December, perfect time for that one. I was actually going to do that next instead of this one because of the popular demand, but I think we'll all appreciate it during Christmas time too. All right, before I hop up and try to beat all these guys, let me just read chat. Sandy says stream looks great. Awesome, great to hear it. Thank you, Sandy. Brandon says, you're getting your first monitor for Christmas. Awesome, dude. Awesome. You doing research and all that and trying to pick them? Because I know me, I'm neurotic with that kind of stuff. I got to research stuff 100 times before I finally pick it. Ask Tomby when I kept sending him different PCs and all this stuff to ask him all these questions. Because I like to just make sure I've really nailed it down. It's one thing I'm if you're going to spend a chunk of change on something, take the time to do your research. You know what I mean? You don't want to be unhappy with what you bought, especially if it's not going to be cheap. So take the time, do a little bit of research. It pays itself off in the end. But yeah, so I'm always like that. So when I got this one, I just did a bunch of it. It was pretty reasonably priced too. It wasn't anything crazy, but a solid upgrade to match the PC. Let's see here. I just saw a quick one come in. Let's see. Tomby says game volume. So let me just take a quick look at that. 1 second. Oh, you know what, Tomby? Thank you. It is actually very low. I didn't realize that. Let me just see here now. Oh, and now my Siri is talking to me for some reason. Don't know why. That's creepy. How's that sound, Tomby? Especially with my voice. I want to make sure I'm not drowning myself out. Oh, sorry about the camera view there. All right, before we jump down, let me just catch up. Monitor for Christmas. We read that one. But again, that's awesome, Brandon. I hope you get a good one. I hope you love it. Sandy says it's really good. The changing camera angles and the views. Yeah. Yep. That's what I do like, how free the camera is. You can change so much. Occasionally you get kind of stuck in a corner with some of these guys where the angles kind of sucks, but I mean, it's not that big a deal. You just move it around. In my opinion, Asylum is better than... So Brandon, so where do you rank this one? That's really interesting. So where do you rank City, Brandon? At the bottom of the list, or is Night below it? Gravity-defying Bob's there, Catwoman. Yeah, we're not going to complain about that. Who doesn't like a pair of gravity-defying Bobs? All right, let me just beat these guys up. Kind of forget. Okay, now we're getting some weapons in here, gadgets, the whole deal. Try to move my controller here so it doesn't sound like I'm just clacking buttons in the background here on you guys. I also got to get a new controller that doesn't sound as loud when I press the buttons. Yes, I am on PC, but I do still play with controller. I know. PC purists are going to hate me for that, but I'm working on it. I'm getting the ability to go keyboard and mouse. I played controller and console for literally my entire life before the last year when I got a PC, so you got to give me some time to get used to it. Why is it telling me to evade? I know how to evade. I don't need to evade right now. Well, maybe I should have evaded that. And that. All right. Fair play, game. You can keep the evade thing on there. Yep. Fair play. Clearly, I needed it. Audio is great. Awesome. Mike Lovely. Thank you. There it is. Good. Perfect. Love to hear it. Landon says, have you ever played Batman Arkham Origins Cold Hot Store DLC? I know I did, Landon. I just for the life of me can't remember it. I remember the one that the DLC for Mr. Freeze in Arkham Knight a little bit better. For the life of me, I can't remember cold. If you were to describe it, I'd probably oh shit, wrong way. It'd probably ring a bell. I just, again, that was a game that I only played once, so it just doesn't have the strongest, can I pay attention? It doesn't have the strongest, you know, legs in my memory. All right, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, this way. Jeez. Binks, depends on the game. Sorry, Binks, what do you mean depends on the game? What did I'm getting used to reading chat and having a couple conversations at once. I forget what I even just said. Error! How's it going, Error? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Brandon says he goes 1 Origins, 2 Asylum, 3 City, 4 Night. Interesting. Okay. Oh, keyboard and mouse. See, Jim, that's how quickly my mind just forgets what I even just said. Keyboard, mouse. Yeah, it depends the game. I've been practicing it with Pal World. So I've been kind of low-key playing a little bit of Pal World lately in my downtime, you know, when I get a few minutes. That one feels pretty easy to do it in. You know, it's something like this that's very demanding on quick movement that I'm just not quite ready to do it there, to play on keyboard mouse yet.
I'm sorry, I've been a bad kid.
Some audio glitching coming through. All right, let me just take a quick look, make sure it's not a peaking issue or just too much on the mic here. Yeah, fair enough, Tommy. Oh, I just paused the game. Fair enough. I'll kind of replay the footage in the stream after this and see what it sounded like and see what it might have been.
This court is now in session.
All right, we already saw that, so we'll skip that. Let's get down there and try to beat these guys. OBS checked audio is 44 kilohertz, not 48. Okay, will do, Tommy. Thank you, brother. All right, let's get a little bit of focus here. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that because now they're all going to look at me. Oh, no, they didn't. Sweet. Let's get a little focus here so I'm not boring you guys with trying to beat this 6 times in a row.
Screw you, Two-Face!
Our friend Batman has arrived. Grab him and cut him in two. This is my call.
All right, we're going considerably better this time around.
Stay still, Batman.
This guy is going to throw that chair. Okay, I got him. I think I hit him with that grappling hook.
Get to be my right-hand man.
Ooh, you got me there, buddy. All right, reset. The trick in some of these crowds, at least the way it's always worked for me, is kind of like one punch everybody at a time. Try not to focus too much on one guy because you get a little lost in what you're doing in the combo and somebody's bound to hit you in the middle of a punch that you can't counter. Just like that. So space them out one at a time. Just like that. As you get lower numbers, you can start to do the ground pounds. You don't want to do those too early because it takes a minute and you'll get your ass kicked. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, you jackass. Binks Jim, Almost Human is so much better on keyboard. Yeah. Yep, fair enough, Jim. I do find that like survival types, or at least, you know, like I said, I've been starting with Power Worlds like that. Survival, crafting, creature type of game. I do think it's a little easier, or a good, almost like a bike with training wheels. It's a good place to start to learn. Brandon says, well, getting my first game set up, we'll be using Xbox Series X instead of... Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that, Brandon. Before I had PC, I was strictly console. I had my Xbox Series S. I got the small digital one for that. And then the PS5, the big disc version. I forget what the hell they call these things nowadays. Especially Xbox. They have the worst naming system of any company ever. Well, maybe not ever, but it's pretty brutal.
How's it hanging, Harv?
Yeah, no, that's a good start, man. You're gonna enjoy that. It does make a difference. I didn't realize how much kind of upgrading monitors and things like that
Anyone
mattered
ever
until I
tell
did
you
myself.
that you're full of
The
surprises?
controller I'm using right now
figured you'd
is
read my
the
hopes, Selena.
Xbox
You're
controller.
right.
What do they call
I
it?
think I chipped a nail back
The Elite
there.
controller with like the paddles in the back and all that crap. They're nicer controller
So
there.
what do you need,
I
Mr.
found one
Detective?
thing I found was that
Protocol
the
10.
stock controllers that come with the Xbox
Never
are
heard of it.
absolute
That's not
garbage.
what I wanted
I've
to hear.
gone through 2 left bumpers
What
already,
about
2 different
Strain?
controllers. They're
I don't
just
trust
cheap.
him.
They're not well
He's
made.
been missing for
They crap
years.
out
And then
pretty
suddenly
quickly.
put in
I've
charge
gone
of
through
running
2. A
Arkham
buddy of
City.
mine's gone through like 3.
Rumor has it
And
he's
it's,
been working with
I know I
Joker.
can't speak for him. I
Planning
know for
something
myself.
very
I'm not rough with
special
my
just for
controllers. I
you.
don't throw them when I
Maybe
get
that's
pissed off at a
Protocol
game or anything like that. I'm not like smashing the buttons. I'm a pretty normal gamer. Excuse me. In that regard, and they still crapped out on me. So I switched to this Elite one. I haven't had to buy any other one since. I've had this for about a year. It's been great. The plus side is that it's, obviously can work for PC too. So why not?
This place is dangerous. I like it. You
Tomby
expecting a
says,
kiss?
play the games where you can play
was
them. Yeah,
Joker.
for sure, for sure.
You're not safe here.
You want, especially if you're going to be streaming. The way I see it's like,
9 lives,
you want the
remember?
gameplay to be enjoyable. Obviously, you can talk and be in, try to be entertaining and have fun with chat and just all the friends you make, which is good. But if the gameplay sucks because you guys are watching me try to like clunk my way through figuring out keyboard mouse, I'm sure it's not going to be as entertaining. So it's one of those things. Play it where you can do it, and just gameplay, I think, over everything for your own fun and the fun of the stream. Oh, Tommy just dropped a link for his controller, so feel free to check that out. Brandon says, I like the Xbox, but yeah, base controls are crap. Yeah. So you got the Elite 2, Brandon. Exactly. Yeah, they're crap. I don't know how they made them so poorly. It's kind of crazy to me, especially when you consider, the idea that PlayStation really kind of upped the ante in terms of the stock controller that they put in this time. What do they call it? DualShock 5 or whatever. Like, it's as far as controllers go, it's pretty impressive, and it's stock. Like, it comes with the console, which is kind of mind-blowing. It's almost on par for the quality of this Elite controller, minus the fact that I guess you don't have the paddles on the back, and not, interchangeable D-pad and joysticks and all that. So, like, yeah, it doesn't have that, but it's got some pretty good technology in it. I like the adaptive triggers. I know not everybody's a fan of that. Depends the game I'm playing, but I like that. I genuinely like the size of it. They changed the shape, so it's not just that skinny, thin, saber-tooth design that they've always used. This one has, a slightly meatier feel to it, so it feels a little bit more like a Xbox controller. So to see that up against what Xbox gave with their new console was like, damn, you guys really cut costs here. And unfortunately, it didn't take me until buying a second standard controller that was like $60 or some crap to realize that was a waste of money, and I could have just put it towards getting this good one once. But lessons learned. All right, I was not paying attention to what I was supposed to be doing here. What am I supposed to be doing? I know I'm supposed to leave, what, like up? Because I think I come out on top of these guys. Yeah, I go through this door. Because then I drop down on these guys, and I got to kick their ass.
Is he still in there?
Solid. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Tomby. I'm curious which one you have, if it's not the Elite one.
I don't want to go head to head with Batman.
See how long that stupid animation takes? That's the one bad thing about the ground and pounds. But if you kind of separate them, you get those little opportunities to actually get it done. You just got to be careful with where you pick and choose to use them. Oops, wasn't paying attention there. I love that move so much. We're actually just going to get a nice view of it here because that was a backwards one. I absolutely love the grapple pull into that little elbow drop. It's just too smooth. Oh, we got another one. Perfect. I really wanted to use another one of those moves. Works out. Brandon says you can actually enter through that door and remember Azrael if you're doing the side mission. Yep. we saw, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, Brandon, but we actually got our first glimpse of Azrael right at the beginning as you're walking in through that jail line. If you look up and to the right, you'll always see him kind of overwatching on a building roof. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in this, I always get Azrael in this game confused with Azrael in the next game. In this game, we just chat with him, I'm pretty sure, and he kind of alludes to the idea that we'll see him again, which we eventually do. I do actually really like the Azrael missions in Arkham City. Excuse me, Arkham Knight.
Take it easy, man. I'm just.
Too easy. All right, let's go see Harley.
It looks like Harley Quinn is inside.
That dreadful woman is no doubt setting a trap for you.
Don't worry, Alfred. Quinn never was too smart. I'll be okay.
Kevin Conroy, too. I mean, God bless him. Phenomenal voice acting, especially as Batman. I don't think I'll ever get tired of hearing Kevin Conroy do Batman's voice. I don't care if it's in the animated series or these games or some one-off animated movie he did. He's just phenomenal. Oh, I didn't realize my cursor was on the screen. Let's move that out of here. Okay. Not enough XP, so we can only do that one. Oh, Harley when she was actually Harley. Go figure.
Go, Bat Freak, or these people all get a bullet in their heads.
I think you should do what he says. It would be a shame to get blood all over my nice new outfit. What do you think, Bat Brain? Like it?
I will say I am starting to get a little annoyed of the Harley voice, though. I used to love it. Who is it? Was it Tara Strong who does Harley's voice? I forget. I want to say it's her. I could be wrong. Whoever it is. I used to really appreciate it and adore the work that was done, but I don't know. It's just been like oversaturated with like, then you had Margot Robbie's, then you had this. There's been too much oversaturation of Harley Quinn as a character in general, in my opinion. So it's probably more to do with that. But this voice is now like nails on a chalkboard for me. Brandon says prefer Xbox over PS because of backward compatibility. Yeah, that's fair. I think they, just off the top of my head, without really looking into which games are which, I would say they definitely do a better job with compatibility.
One by one.
Don't you move, Bat.
PlayStation, I feel like, has some old, like, especially if you have their version of Game Pass. I forget what they call it. I believe I had it. I don't know if I still do. I'd have to check. But there's you know, their version of Game Pass that has a lot of old PS1 and PS2 games on it, but it's not exactly backwards compatible. Like if you have the disc, you're not playing it. They just have it, you know, for download digital and all that, which is still kind of cool. Like I was playing some Twisted Metal a few months back. Oh, geez, a few months. It's actually probably like a year ago now that I think of it, because it was when the Twisted Metal show came out. But I was doing a bit of the old Twisted Metal 2 and all that, which was cool that they had. But yeah, they're not the strongest when it comes to backward compatibility.
Where is he?
All right, let's see.
Idiot thinks he's safe in the confessional. He's just made it easier for me to get in behind him.
So we got 1, 2, and then these two dummies. Let's start with these two.
I can take them both in one move.
And by the way, chat, we're probably not going to go too long today, just because I do have a few things I still got to get done tonight. But we are going to see how much we can get through on this game for the first session.
Don't come near me, Batman. I've got a...
Easy enough.
Stay quiet.
What's going on? Answer me! I freaking got you!
I love those through-the-wall takedowns, too. You're going to hear me say, I love blank a lot during these games, because I just love so much about it. Even just little things like this, like just eerie, creepy, interesting design. Oh, that's right. That's right. It is Arlene Sorkin. Yep. I knew there was somebody else who did it. I just couldn't remember it. So it was her for Arkham Asylum, and then City did Origins and Night. That's right. I mean, City did. Strong did City and Origins and Night. That's right. Yeah, I like Eileen Sorkin too. She does. Again, her and Tara, they do a good job. It's just like, oh, the oversaturation of Harley Quinn and that voice from Margot Robbie to Kaylee. Is it Kaylee Kuko? I never know how to say her name. The girl from Big Bang Theory, who I believe did the voice of her in the animated series for HBO Max. It's just, I'm just over it. I'm over that voice in the different interpretations of it. Oh, Cash, I thought I was supposed to talk to you. Where the hell are you running to? Oh, I have to talk to you here. You didn't want to talk to me down there. Gotcha. Or do I not talk to you? Okay, guess I don't talk to you.
Listen up. We're in control here, not these animals.
All right, we'll just go upstairs then. Maybe we don't need to talk to him.
All medical staff check supplies. Find out if anything was taken. I don't know if any of you just noticed. Batman just saved our ass. If anyone can find him, he'll do it. Okay, does everyone understand? Look after the wounded, get the bad guys out. Team, let's keep it that way.
Oops, supposed to climb that. And so our encounters with the Joker
There's
begin.
the gun. It looks like it's being controlled remotely by Joker.
And then we get the other side of the very famous and very, very, very good Batman voice acting work, which is Mark Hamill as Joker. Now, I know everybody's got an opinion on Mark Hamill these days. I certainly have my own. Not a huge fan of Mark Hamill in general, but I think we have to be able to to be honest and genuine and credit where it's due. And he is absolutely phenomenal in terms of voice acting the Joker. I mean, he is who he is as a person. You know, better or worse, agree with him or not. I know I don't, but he is who he is. Whatever. But his work, the guy was good. I mean, the guy was damn good.
Joker's behind this.
Was there ever any doubt?
The radio signal should lead me right to him.
Brandon says, Sharpie said a bad word. Mummy spank. Yeah, yeah. I loved the way in Arkham Asylum he kind of just treats Sharp as if he's the nickname Sharpie. The way, hey Sharpie, how you been? Like that whole type of vibe he has with them. It's just so Joker. Joker radio signal. All right, let's start making our way towards this.
Why did they go out? Food, I guess. They should have waited. They were
One thing I have to make sure I do is unlock the boost, the grapnel boost, because I can't stand when it stops me after every grapnel. Oh, was it Harley for that line? Gotcha. Yeah, she was another one. Always calls him Sharpie and all that. I don't remember the specific line. I just love that general tone that he and Harley always have with Sharpie, as if it's like, some friend. Because it's just them trying to get under his skin. I guess we'll start with a Victor Zsasz phone call, which I wasn't expecting to be ringing so soon.
Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Victor Zsasz.
In the flesh. I'm so happy you remember me.
I really like
I'll
these
never
missions.
forget
The story's creepy. Zsasz is really creepy in this
Special
one.
game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring.
Has anybody in chat been watching Penguin? I have to say, it is well worth watching. Even if you didn't love the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, I still think it's worth watching because I've heard a lot of people who didn't really care for that still say that they're enjoying the show, which is a bit of a blue ribbon for the work being done on it, between the acting, the prosthetics, the writing, all of it, directing. It's been a really good show. I will say episode 4 was probably the weakest. I didn't love that one. It was the weakest in terms of direction and writing. But it wasn't like an unwatchable episode. It was just like, oh, okay, this is one of the it was a filler type of episode with some substance, because it does kind of fill in some background on a character, but it does still come off as filler, and it's like, oh, okay, here was that unavoidable filler episode that was always going to be weak for every show. I mean, they all got to have at least one. So Brandon, Mark Hamill, he hasn't necessarily done anything specific in terms of anything like rotten. Well, there is, you know, one story that I don't want to get into that I've heard rumors of that I don't know how true it is, which is kind of a questionable thing. But in terms of just him in general, he's not like done anything that that's like, oh man, he did this one thing that was like really, really bad. It's more just he's trying to think of the way to navigate YouTube YouTube things here. To summarize it, he's very politically, he leans very hard in a political direction, and he's just very nasty about it. You know, so I think you can probably try to, you know, figure it out from there. You know, I'm not a super political person. I don't care what your politics are. Just be a nice person. Don't be an asshole. That's kind of where I leave it. And he tends to want to be an asshole. All right, so I should probably try to make my way to whatever the hell this is. Oh yeah, we're going over to the smokestacks here. Yeah, exactly, Tommy. He became very lame. Went from like a nerd icon to just like woof, for lack of a better YouTube friendly way to say it, just woof. Brandon says, haven't seen the Batman and the Penguin. Me and my dad have a bet going on of who will watch the Batman first. Check it out, man. You guys should just cancel the bet and watch it together. I didn't hate the Batman. It's definitely a yes. Yes, Tommy. That is kind of Mark Hamill in a nutshell. No pun intended. It's not the best Batman movie. There's a lot of good about it. I kind of always summarize it with that. There's things that I didn't like. It definitely goes on a little bit too long. A lot of people really don't like the third act. I don't hate it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's like an awful third act. It just definitely could have been done better and could have been a lot shorter. It did not have to be the length that it was, though. There's a good, like, I'd say 5 minutes that you're just like, oh my god, you guys could have cut all this out. And a lot of it does kind of feel like it comes out of the third act. You could have made an argument to end the movie after the kind of close of a storyline in the second act. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say exactly what that is. But, you know, I'd say it's worth watching. I think there's a lot to like. I think Robert Pattinson does a solid detective version of Batman. His Bruce Wayne is weak. Don't get me wrong. He's very emo, very pouty, and just seemingly depressed. But I don't think that was a Robert Pattinson issue so much as a director choice, to be honest with you. It's just the way they wanted to go with it. And when you see the end of the movie, I do think it makes more sense because they're trying to get him to Batman, that is, to shift into more of a hero than a guy out for vengeance. So I think it was intentionally done to have Bruce not be, you know, playboy billionaire and all that, and have him be a little bit more mopey. It just didn't work for me. I am looking forward to seeing the second movie to see if they make him more of that billionaire playboy, because no, you do need to have that as far as Bruce goes. But in terms of his Batman, they nailed the detective stuff. I really thought they had one of the strongest examples of Batman being the world's greatest detective. Sorry, everybody, you are in real time witnessing my inability to multitask, which is why we're just running around on a rooftop doing nothing. Sandy with another $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Sandy. You guys are truly just unbelievable in the best kind of way. Thank you so much. Your generosity, your friendship, everything has just been, like I said, it's really made this YouTube journey. And I don't mean generosity in terms of money. I mean just in people like making themselves available for questions, being there to just chat, you know, being friendly with everybody, making friends, being in streams, viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that. Like, that support has just been honestly mind-blowing. Unbelievable group of people. Tomby says Kravitz was a no-no for me. Oh, you didn't like... See, I didn't mind Zoe Kravitz's Selena or Catwoman. I thought it was solid. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was solid. I think what just took all the momentum out of her character was that stupid white privilege line that they, you know, shoehorned in there. Good God, did that just... You could almost like hear the groans in the theater of like, ugh, really? That was so on the nose and just so cringe. But I didn't mind her. I thought she was all right. You know, she certainly didn't steal the show or anything. I felt it was on par with Anne Hathaway's. You know, I think both of them were kind of there and didn't do harm to the role, if that makes sense for the most part. Which sometimes that's honestly a little bit of the most you can ask for. But yeah, I didn't think she was great. Tomby gave it a 6. Yeah, I'd probably put it right about there, Tomby. Somewhere between 6, 6.5. You know, it was enjoyable. I thought there was some good foundational stuff to take from it to build on a better second movie. But yeah, not a perfect movie, but nowhere near anything from the Dark Knight trilogy. Even though I'm not a huge fan of, what do you call it? Dark Knight Rises. That's definitely the worst of the Dark Knight trilogy for me, but it's not even really on par with that one, but it's solid. It's not a bad watch. I recommend it. I think you and your dad could have a good time watching that one if you're both Batman fans. And then the Penguin, see, that's the one thing, is that you kind of need to watch it to see the Penguin series. Just in the sense of, like, it does help set a background. I guess you technically could just watch Penguin, since, you know, if you know Batman lore, you'll be able to pick up on the Falcons and Penguin and all that pretty easily. But it does help to see the kind of background setting in terms of, especially in terms of what the Riddler's final kind of plot in that movie did to set up the world that Penguin's now kind of navigating. But I recommend it. I think it would be a fun watch. Where are we here? Sorry, let me just see. Favorite is Dark Knight. Yep, absolutely. Tomby says, raw full multitasking. I'm watching 3 streams of Cody. Oh, yeah, Tomby, I'm not. I am nowhere near that level. You're lucky if I can make it through the first hour and a half of this game and actually keep pace. Yeah, I'm a horrendously bad. I'm not a bad multitasker. I'm a bad talker and trying to do something at the same time. Because I just get so into these like passionate nerd rants that I forget that I'm supposed to be doing something. If I'm like quietly just like multitasking, yeah, I can do a few things. It's the trying to talk and read and do it that gets me. Let's throw a battering at that. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Let me just see here. So Tomby said 6.5 for it. Better than average. So yeah, agree. Sandy says, I think when we look back, we all realize that Clooney was yes, his worst Batman. Again, probably not his fault. The Joel Schumacher movies were just so campy. And like, I just think after Michael Keaton's 89 Batman, Batman fans in general were done with campy Batman. You know, you got that with Adam West, which no disrespect to what Adam West did and all those guys, Burt Ward and Cesar Romero and all them, like no disrespect to what they did. It had its time, it had its era, and it, did what it did. But once 89 Batman came out, I think people were, how the hell did I get out of this thing? I think people were just ready for the Dark Knight and didn't really want to keep doing, that campy stuff. So Joel Schumacher's turn back into campy with, oh, I'm going up. All right, sorry. Where the hell am I supposed to be going here? I think people were just tired of it. Plus, that movie, people I don't think always realize, is technically supposed to take continuity within that 89 Michael Keaton Batman, or I guess the 92 one too, with Michelle Pfeiffer. But
Sounds like she's declared war
because
on
the
first
Alfred stays the same, and I believe the Commissioner Gordon stays the same. So I do believe it's meant to take place within that same continuity. So to see it go from 89 Batman to this campy, goofy kid stuff, we're talking bat nipples, we're talking bat credit cards. Like, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous. You get the line at the end with the holy rusted metal Batman and all the oh god, just so cheesy. So yeah, George Clooney's was bad and he was the worst Batman, but part of that I do think was unfortunately not, anything he could do anything about. That just seems like it was Joel Schumacher's plans.
like he ever looks normal.
Hey, Psychotic Mongoose. How you doing, brother? Actually, Psychotic Mongoose, now that I think of it, I don't know if it's brother or sister. I'm so sorry. I've never thought to ask that. I don't know if it's actually brother or sister, but how you doing, my dude? That counts.
steam is blocking the exit.
Oh, we got Steam
If I
detective
follow
mode.
the pipe
Let's
back,
follow the
I may
pipe.
find a way to shut it down.
All right, where are we going here? Oops. Easy enough. All right, Psychotic Mongoose. It is a guy. Okay. Sorry, dude. I just realized now. I'm like, I've always assumed guy, but I've never actually asked. How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Oh my goodness, Tomby. Stop it, dude. Ah, man, thank you so much, Tomby. You're gonna find as you continue to get to know me, Tomby, I am so bad at taking compliments and just taking generosity. I appreciate it like crazy, but the first thing that always comes to mind is just bashful, like, oh, stop it. So if I say stop it, I do. That is just my way of saying thank you without just knowing how to properly always accept it right off the bat. It's a little bit of kind of that imposter syndrome where you're just like, am I really worth, people's money and memberships? I don't know. I hope so. I hope I can make that worth it. But thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Your generosity, just between, stuff like that, but more so just you're making yourself available for questions and help and all that, man. Your generosity is unrivaled. Thank you so much. And I will read off who got them in just 1 second, as soon as these guys aren't all punching me in the head at once. Oops. I'm gonna be honest, my combat gameplay has been a little shit so far. I'm still trying to get the rust off from Wukong. I'm so stuck in the button system from that, so it should get smoother as we go along. Problem is I'm not separating them enough. Kind of, yeah, see, like we gotta do a little bit of this. Keeping them all in a bunch is bad news. It's never gonna work out well. Nah, this is a little too bunchy. Let's get you and get out of here. Oh shit. Good bid. You got me there. Fair play. I got about another 2 hits before I'm gonna have to redo this. Let's see if we can clean it up. Be patient. Hit these reversals and get out of here without restarting. Alright, so we should be able to do 1, then 2, ground pound, and we're done. Perfect. Well done. Jeez. Oh my god. Psychotic Mongoose and Sandy again. You guys are truly just... I can't put it into words, man. You guys are blowing my mind right now. Thank you so much. The generosity, just even being here watching, man. It's... You guys are putting somebody who has a chronic case of can't shut the hell up at a loss of words, so that's pretty impressive. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Give me 1 second, and we will quickly read off who just got a couple. So from Tomby, we saw Abe get one. Good friend Abe, good friend Jack Tarlad, good friend Daily Dysfunction. Like I said, you're going to hear me say good friend a lot because everybody in here is great people. They all got them. Natty McBatty, another good friend. And did I miss one in here? Was that all 5? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and Daily. Daily got one. Hey, Daily. Thank you so much, Tomby. I appreciate it. Chat needs more green. Thank you, man. Psychotic Mongoose with a gifted membership. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And Sandy with another 5. Oh, you guys are really making me... I don't even know. I'm just like at a loss of words. But if you could see me, I'm smiling ear to ear right now. Tomby chat, make sure you have gifted subs. Yes, everybody, make sure you have gifted subs on so you guys can get these. As there are 7 by mount up for grabs. So yes. Oh my god, I haven't even been counting that. Yes, make sure everybody you turn those on. You get your gifted subs because these guys are being super generous and giving them. So just make sure you got them and all that. Or make sure you got to turn it on and all that so that you can receive one. I missed the chat by Brandon. What did Brandon say here? It's sometimes painful watching returning players to this game, but they get... Yeah, that's the case. And that's the thing, Brandon, is I bet there's a little bit of so many people constantly return to this game going on because it's such a good one that you see a lot of people kind of struggle to remember the buttons and get smooth again a little bit more often than other games. We've got... Let's see. Sorry, I wanted to see who got them from Sandy's 5. It looks like we got it. This yeah, like Tomby said, about 7 out there for grabs. So people turn on your ability to get memberships in the stream, and those will go right out. Oh, and Tomby just laid out all the information there on how to do it. So just take a look at that. I'll actually read it out just in case anybody's not reading and just listening. What you have to do is you go to an Edible Channel's live stream or premiere. Within the live chat, you select Allow Gifts or select the pinned membership gifting. Confirm that you'd like to opt in by toggling on the Allowed Gifts switch, and you should be good to go. So please make sure you turn those on, guys, because there's a few gifted subs out there from some very generous friends who I would love to see you guys take advantage and use those. We have Sean Fagan says, "Hi, honey." All right, haven't gotten that one yet, but good to see you, brother. I think you're a new name in chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. That was an interesting one. Quite a few streams in, haven't had that yet. Something new every time. Psychotic Mongoose says, YouTube has been a bit weird, so there are quite a few channels I don't seem to get gifteds anymore. Interesting. YouTube does some weird stuff. I don't want to get too into it just so YouTube doesn't flag me for being critical, but I've noticed that our good friend Ben Dover, for some reason, I can never see his comments when I get them. I have to like search and filter my comments on my videos and stuff into new and recent, and for some reason I don't just see Ben Dover's comments, which is bizarre to me. So YouTube does weird crap like that all the time. I can't understand it. Tommy. Yeah, same Pete. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. It's really weird, Pete. But, at the end of the day, the one thing is that I know if I see a comment is on something and I can't actually read it through YouTube Studio, I almost always know that it's Ben. So I'll always just go out of my way to make sure that I find it and put a heart on it, because Ben is another phenomenal member of the community we have. I mean, talk about support. I mean, and I don't mean to, make it seem like nobody else supports, because, again, the support in this group of people is truly stunning. But damn, Ben shows up for every stream, every video. I mean, he supports like truly one of the best of the best. So I can never give Ben enough of a shout out for how great of a person he is. He's in every chat, every video, everything. He is one of the best supporters, I think in the entire community. Again, not to discredit anybody else's great amounts of support that they give, but sometimes you just gotta, give a special shout out to somebody who just really does go out of their way to just truly support everybody. Yeah, see, and you see in the chats come in too with everybody like, yep, Ben's the best, yeah, everybody. He's a friend of everyone. Shows up all the time, always supportive. He's a true legend. Like almost everybody else in this community too. I keep saying, just phenomenal people. All right, we have this thing, but I don't have my, let's just see here. I'm not paying enough attention. I know I can't actually manipulate that to crash through that yet. So what the hell am I doing here again? Oh yeah, I think I'm going this way because I got to work my way through the conveyor belt areas and all that crap. Actually, was this the way? I know I can hack that. Oh, one thing, by the way, guys, just so you know now, when I do these Batman games on stream, I don't do the Riddler missions. If one's right there and it's easy enough, I will, but they're just so annoying and time consuming, and they don't make for great stream content, so I just don't bother with the
They've got that doorway covered.
I don't bother with the Riddler missions.
Find a different way to get past Joker's men.
Oh, come on, hit the thing. Hit it. Jeez. Oh, 100%, Tom. Yep, we're very fortunate to have Ben around, man. He is just such a good dude. Yep, like I said, Mongoose says he's great. Pete confirms it again. He's nearly always there. I mean, he really is. He's just truly one of the best. All right, what am I forgetting here? Thugs carry firearms. Yeah, I know all that. You're not going to let me go through the friggin' door. I thought I was supposed to go through this thing, wasn't I? Don't I, like, crawl behind that? I thought one of the little mine carts was going to come by and I was going to crawl behind it. Or do I just go in this way? Oh, idiot. I think I'm thinking of a later on pot. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's like one of these areas where I crouch behind one of those things as they go through the conveyor belt. All right, what do we got? 3 hostiles, 3 armed.
So, how many times have you really
Oh, this should be easy.
times pee your pants. Funny. Look, I'm sorry, man. I just can't believe you're so
And then we'll
scared
take
of a
out these
man
two
dressed up
dummies.
like
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Brandon says, haven't really chatted with Ben and Chapo. Take everyone's. Oh yeah, Brandon. Ben's awesome, man. He's good for a good chat. He's just the nicest guy. You know, you ever see him, just give him a hello, and you'll be damn sure a hello is coming right back your way. He's just one of the nicest guys. All right. Climb up here. Dive through a window. What window? This one? I thought I could break these things. Can I not? Oh, man. Oh, I guess I can't. What do I do? Talk to them? Damn. I just played this game literally like within the last year. How have I forgotten so... Oh, dog's barking. How have I forgotten so much already? It's almost alarming, to be honest with you. When you add on the fact that I've beaten this game about 20 times, it's even worse. Oh, perfect. Thank you, guys.
that last doctor was making?
Idiots. Signal dropped on your end, Jim? Anybody else? Just want to make sure it looks smooth on my end. Want to make sure it's nothing I should be paying attention to in terms of YouTube or OBS. I think we should be good. All good. Okay. Yeah, Jim might just need a little refresh. YouTube's been a little weird lately. I know Tomby and Yanni's streams for Potty Animals last week were giving me some trouble, kind of similarly. So it could just be a... Oh, Sean Fagan says he's getting a few lag spikes too, but good. Okay. Yeah, it might just be YouTube. It was doing some of that shit last week too. I don't know. It's typically YouTube and, well, not OBS, but YouTube will give me a little like yellow symbol that's hard to miss. That lets me know when, you know, something's wrong on my end. So I'm not seeing it here. So it might just be the way YouTube is lately. Okay, I haven't been paying attention to who's in this room and who we got to take out. So we have 3 left, 3 armed, 1's there, 2's there. Alright, well, that's easy enough, so... They're not gonna move, so it's just me and you, buddy. He's still not gonna move, huh? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Brandon just subbed to Tomby. Awesome. You won't regret it, Brandon. Tomby's great. Ah, vent door.
We can stop anytime you like.
Perfect. Oh, shit. Where did you shoot me through the glass, huh? I probably should have thought of that, seeing as it's, you know, class.
Stupid little dead bat. Who's gonna save you now?
Oh, phone signal. Gotcha, Jim. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Tomby! That's awesome, man. 1068. Good for you, my dude. Well deserved. Very well deserved. 1068. Let's keep those going up. All right. Let's try that again without very foolishly jumping right in front of the window that they're looking through. Bang. Done. Next. Oh, looks like it's you. Sucks. For you, that is. I want to see if I can get these guys to come out of that room, but they really don't want to, huh?
Don't let him get in. You take the door.
Oh, you don't give me an inverted on him? He was right below me. That's bullshit. That's total bullshit. He was right below me. I'll get you this time. Stupid.
Sounds like someone's come to save you.
No way, Tomby. Did you just pass Smoo? You know, you can't go on vacation for too long, Smoo. Tomby will pass you. No, that's awesome, man. You guys are both doing great. Your channels are both doing awesome. Couldn't be happier to see it. All right, finally one of these idiots leaves that room. Problem is he's still in a kind of a shitty spot. Let's see if he goes right underneath me here.
I
can do this all night, bitch.
All right, there we go. Perfect. Boom, done.
Come near me.
Yep, see, those are the spots. I don't know if you're still here, Sandy, but those are the spots where the camera can tend to work a little bit against you, but it's here and there. Otherwise, the camera's so good.
I'll be back.
The free roam, but also the way it kind of flows with Batman when you're fighting is nice.
Can you stand?
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
Man, I haven't even checked. 13 likes. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate that.
It's killing him.
One thing that I think, you know, I've learned as a very small YouTuber, minuscule-sized YouTuber, that I don't think I ever really considered before I started doing YouTube was how appreciative YouTubers are of views and likes. You know, I think people tend to look at the money side of YouTube a lot when they kind of think about channels and starting them or doing them and things like that. And they think of like, oh yeah, you know, you can make some money doing it and there's super chats and all that. And I think people directly see the value in that because it's so easy to, given that it's monetary. The value I don't think people see is in getting likes and views. You know, I say it all the time. Time itself is incredibly precious and valuable. It's something you don't get back in life. So to think that anybody wants to spend some of their time here with me, watching me play a video game, is incredibly valuable. It's motivational. It keeps you wanting to keep doing this stuff. It's fun because it's great to chat with people and have this kind of back and forth. But really, that kind of just spark that it lights under a creator, it's something, like I said, I never really thought of in terms of how valuable it is. But man, you guys, it truly is valuable. It's something that I am difficult finding out exactly how to put into words how appreciative I am of that, because like I said, man, people work long days. People have tough lives and all these different things going on. So I think that anybody wants to sit down with the spare bit of their free time that they have and watch me play a game, it's invaluable. There's no amount of, you know, money you can put on that to say like, oh, it's worth this. It's worth an incredible amount that you can't put into words. So thank you all. And the likes, those all help. A simple like that helps with the algorithm, everything. It lets you know what you're doing, people are enjoying. It's just as valuable, if not significantly more valuable to me than any kind of, you know, just monetary value on things. Sorry, I think we got to upgrade to use. Do we have another one? No, just the one. Oh, wait. Oh, no, yeah, not enough XP. Sorry, let me just catch up on a few chats. Radical Nerd says based, absolutely. Mongoose says it's been good to see Smooth having fun. Yeah, it's been really cool. I always like those streams whether it's the you know, Geeks and Gamers guys or Nerdrotic or whoever, when they do these meetups and all that. Frankly, it's usually all of them. It's always so fun to kind of see their live streams and stuff, but just seeing people, you know, meet each other and all these names in chat that don't always have faces, but then kind of you get to put faces to names, at least for the people going to these events. But we get to see some of the footage too, where it's like, oh, so that's what so-and-so, you know, who so-and-so is, what they look like. It's so cool. It's so fun. And to see them all have such a good time is just, it's awesome.
I should head back to the loading bay.
Sorry, Batman. I know I'm ignoring what I'm supposed to be doing and just standing in a room. Let's go back. Brandon says, going to watch you on my TV, so won't be able to chat. Oh, I appreciate that, Brandon. Thank you so much. Like I said, man, the views and all that is it's just incredibly appreciated. So thank you. I appreciate that. Tomby says, I'm all for the views. Yeah, absolutely, Tomby. The views are just, they're so helpful, but not even just in sense of like YouTube algorithm, yada, yada. Like, yeah, we all know that, but it's like, it's just motivating, you know? Knowing that, like, damn, people are actually watching me do this. Okay, I want to keep doing this, especially like I know, for example, I know you never really took a break from streaming, in terms of like I just did for like a 2 months where I was, you know, a little out of it, kind of a little rusty, almost a little apprehensive to get back into it. Like, was I really good at it? You know, was I really entertaining, or was it just the game? So I think getting a little apprehensive about it and coming back and seeing, you know, views and likes and all this stuff is definitely motivating. And I'm sure you have your own way of pulling motivation from it too, even though I know you're super comfortable streaming streaming and never have really, the butterflies or the apprehension of starting up a stream. Speak of the devil. There he is, Bendova. Hey, Bendova, how you doing, man? We were just talking about you. All good things, my friend. All good things. We would, you just got a gifted sub, and I made sure to. Sorry, here goes my lack of ability to do two things at once. We were just saying how awesome you are in terms of just being supportive and a good friend of everybody. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, is this just the way where I, Jeez, man, I am not paying attention. Yeah, this is not where I came in. I'm an idiot. I came in up here. Wait a minute. Now I'm all turned around. Where the hell did I come into this place? I knocked out the two dummies right here, didn't I?
Me down. I need to get back after Joker.
I don't know. Let's see what's in here. Oh, is, yeah, I agree, Mongoose. I would definitely love to eventually do a meetup. Is Smoo playing in that zombie? I didn't realize that. Yeah, good for him. Good for both of you guys, really. Use the remote. Okay, I don't have the remote electrical charge. Well, at least I can pick this up. These are the Riddler ones I'll do since they're right here. It's easy enough.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route.
Yes,
to
I know. We will, but we're just exploring the area, Batman. Calm down. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think that was going to bring me back there. Okay. I don't know if it was just a long day at work and I'm just kind of fried. But what the hell am I doing wrong here? Okay. Was this the door I came through? Was it this one over here? Okay, there's the two guys I knocked out. Gotcha. But I can't even go back that way because these idiots are sealing that shut, aren't they? All right, detective mode, help me out here.
I should head back to the loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
Yes, I know the loading bay is the route to Joker. This is where I want to be. This is where I am. So I got to go through this door. Or is this really the door I want to go to? Smelting chamber. All right, let's try this one. If not that, we'll go this one. I just completely forget. Why is it zooming me in on this? Yes, I know I don't have electrical charge. Alright, so that one's blocked. That's the one they just sealed shut, so I know I can't go that way. So it has to be underground? Because there's nothing above me. Alright, well, it's not that way.
Quinn slowed me down. I need to get back after Joker.
What on earth am I missing here? Oh, I'm an idiot. It unlocked electrical charge for me. I'm so used to Arkham Knight, 'cause that was the last one I played where you gotta like pick up the freeze grenades and all that crap. It unlocked it for me, dumbass. Well, as it would turn out, we do have electrical charge.
The loading bay. It's the only route to Joker.
Woof. Talk about making it harder on yourself. Literally sitting there saying I don't have it when it's right in front of me. Who said gaming was easy?
I'm not scared of him. The door's welded shut, and he's just some freak in a costume.
I do love the commentary they put for the thugs in this game.
Why, you chicken? Would you two just shut the hell up? Look out! Batman's here!
I think it was this game when they started to make some kind of references to other superheroes. Like, it's either this one or Gotham Knight. Gotham Knights was trash. Don't ever bother with Gotham Knights. It was either this one or Arkham Knight. I want to say it was this one that started with some Superman references, maybe. Possibly like Metropolis posters and all that. And I remember playing it and being like, oh man, we're going to get a Superman game, a Justice League game, possibly this, that, the other thing, maybe Green Arrow. And then we got Suicide Squad killed the Justice League instead. What a joke. Oh god, the potential. The wasted potential. Oh shit. Natty! Natty's here. Hey Natty. How you been? How's the newest McBatty? How are they doing? Sandy says, oh, to Psychotic Mongoose. I'm guessing that if you get several consecutive gift. Oh, okay, talking about the gifted membership issue. Yeah, I wonder what that is. I wonder what's going on there for Mongoose. That's I gotta make sure myself that I've actually got gifteds open on a lot of the channels that I'm in. I'm not sure. What they should do is just make it an overall setting, if you ask me. I'm not sure why they don't. It should just be something you can set on your profile that's like, yep, I accept these memberships for whatever stream I'm on. It's really annoying to have to do it for every channel. They do make it kind of easy sometimes when gifteds pop up in the chat. You'll kind of see a toggle option for it. That's how I've usually done it in the past. But it seems to not be the way it's always showing up anymore. And just an overall setting, like, come on, make it easy. Why would I not want to receive gifted memberships? As long as it's a channel I'm subscribed to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I might not want membership. Well, not that I wouldn't want it. I just wouldn't care about a membership to a channel I don't watch. But anything I'm subscribed to, why wouldn't I want one? Oh, shut up, Holly. Alright, nobody get jump scared, because I believe one of the Ibrahimovic twins are about to jump out of here. As soon as I zip line up. Oh, I gotta hit it again. Whoops. Alright, ready? We're gonna zip up, and we're gonna immediately get knocked down. I remember that. I don't remember which door to use, but I remember that. What the hell was that punch? I like that you can use him against the smaller guys here. Oops, that shouldn't have been. I want to say in the first game they didn't have these double takedowns. I think this was one of the other things that they added to the combat, which I was talking about earlier, how I just love how they continued to kind of push things and not just get complacent when it came to these games. Even for something like the system that was, the fighting system, which after Arkham Asylum was being like praised up and down, and they could have easily just copy and pasted it, kept it the same, and did a new game. But instead, they pushed the envelope. Because they actually had a passion for making Batman games, and that to me is the biggest thing lacking in entertainment these days, whether it's games, music, movies, whatever. The passion is just not there to me. Maybe it is. I mean, who am I to say who's got passion for something or not? But from what I'm seeing out there, it doesn't feel like there's passion like there used to be for projects, especially in gaming and movies. Music, I don't know as much. Because I tend to just, I'm a huge music fan, but I tend to kind of just stick with what I already like, because I haven't loved a lot of new music. But every so often you find a band that I like and all that. But generally speaking, I can probably just say it a little bit more towards movies and games and TV, where the passion just doesn't seem like it's there anymore. Alright, how many times I gotta beat this guy up? Oh, you know what? That is the best way to put it, Pete. That is spot on. I have to. I'm gonna borrow that from you, and I'm gonna make sure I kind of put that little caveat in there. There is definitely passion. It's just not in AAA gaming. That's the best way to put it. Which is probably similar in indie movies. I just unfortunately don't watch enough indie films, and I should start to because I'm getting so sick of what comes out of Hollywood. But that is a great caveat to put in there. Thank you for pointing that out. Indie games and smaller studios, they absolutely have the passion. And that's where we're seeing the good games come from nowadays. Pete says, sadly, this year has been me floating from disaster to disaster. Here we have more. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, Pete. You know, life sometimes can just kick us in the balls or in the ass, whatever. You know, metaphorically speaking, but it often feels like it's actually happening. So I'm sorry to hear it's been a little bit of a rough year for you, but, you know, I do truly believe in the idea that sun does. Oh, well, speaking of Batman, it's a Batman line from the movies, but the you know, the night's darkest before the dawn. You know, the dawn always does come. It just sometimes feels like it takes forever to get there, and it sucks on the route there, but good times do come. You just gotta weather the storms. I know easier said than done, man, but you know, you got a bunch of friends here for you, so you always need a chat, you know where to find us. No, I am sorry to hear that, though. You know, life can be exactly, Pete. Sometimes it does come in threes, and it's something I've experienced, which sucks, and I know a lot of people have. So, you know, the one advice I can give is that I know I don't know the total situation, but I've been in, you know, what I can imagine to be something similar, just in terms of loss and stuff like that. And you know, it does get better. Times do get better. It just sucks for a while. And he throws a giggity. Yeah, see, have a good sense of humor about it always helps too. I kind of forgot that we played so much Catwoman in this. All right, we got to go to our apartment, right? Let's see.
The boss will be okay. Batman's just an inconvenience.
Natty says, the passion feels more like it's there, but not the hyper-focus. This is my purpose. Yeah, feels more like they expect middling effort. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like see, I don't think the passion for a lot of these kind of people in charge of making these movies and starring in them or making them or directing them, and same for games, whether you're starring as a voice actor or, you know, you're a dev or you're a game director. Sometimes it feels like the passion might be there, but it's a solo interest passion that's more about moving their career along by being attached to a project that's big, has a big IP or a big name, than it is passion for that project or for making a movie or for a game. It seems like it tends to be individual passion of my career needs to go forward, or I can't wait to say that I worked on a Star Wars show for my next gig, and it's like, you sure you even want to mention that you worked on The Acolyte if you did? I'm not sure that's going to help you get more work, but so I think that's kind of where it is that, like, yeah, there might be some. So then you get this kind of middling product that they expect, you know, people to like because it's wrapped up in a DC Comics skin or, you know, whatever the hell it may be. And that, to me, is kind of where they, you know, drop the ball. Oh, no worries, Pete. You do your thing, brother. Appreciate you even stopping by, man. Do your thing. Take care of business, my friend. No worries there. Yeah, fair enough. It could help, Natty. It definitely could help. Some kind of just motivation and just, I don't know, something. It feels like games are lacking nowadays. Except for indie. You know, you go to these smaller games and they're fun, so. Oh yeah, this is the apartment gate.
So what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to know? I don't question the boss.
I literally didn't even know these guys were down here. I heard the talk, I thought it was far away. They made her combat feel so different from Batman, which was such a smart thing to do. It's just agility and speed versus his, you know, obviously brute strength, which he has agility too, but the satisfying nature of this doesn't come from the, like, massive blows that it does in terms of, like, the hits Batman, you know, lays on the enemies. It comes so much more from stringing together a smooth sequence, which was just smart. again, attention to what you're paying attention to what you're doing, what you're creating, and having a passion for the characters. You know how to create them. All right.
It's good to be home.
What did we come here for? Oh, the caltrops. Okay. Damn, I'm like, I'm almost concerned about how much I have just completely forgotten about this game when I just played it like 7, 8, 9 months ago, somewhere in that range, within the last year.
She wouldn't hold a grudge.
I think I've just had a busy year and a lot's happened since then, so it feels like longer ago. Forgot a lot of the little details. Oh, we gotta go over there. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, these are the things that drive me nuts. Natty, that was a good one. It feels like it's been. Although in that movie, she may have a sharper memory than I do right now, because I've forgotten quite a bit.
For psychological profiling at regular stages. Refusals will not be tolerated.
Funniest thing, you mentioned that quote from that movie too. Oops, that's what I get for not paying attention. Funny thing you mentioned that quote for that movie, Natty. I just found out over the weekend that Sandy does not like Titanic. I was not aware of that. And now I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember liking it. I'll have to ask Sandy what she didn't like about it. I'm not sure if she's still here, but I'm curious what Sandy doesn't like about Titanic. I remember liking it, but I haven't watched it since it was like the big thing back in the late 90s, so I could just be remembering it with some rose-colored glasses. Let's just crawl behind this guy, get him. Oh, there she is. Sandy says, I hate Titanic, all caps. Why is it, Sandy? I meant to ask you the other day when we were finishing up Film Club, but I actually don't remember if it was while we were in the middle of Film Club that we mentioned it, or if it was the post-show, but, oh, shit, I gotta pay attention. But I forgot to ask you why it was, because I believe Stasis didn't like it either, and I was curious. Okay, let's hide from that guy for a second. Oh, I didn't hide from him enough. Oop, that camera kind of screwed me. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I am very interested. Oh, so Natty, not a fan. It's a movie, Natty says. Yeah, Ben says, hope she has 9 lives. Yeah, let's hope she has about, let's say at least 30, because I'm going to need all those throughout the course of this game. Reason number 1 from Sandy says, James Cameron is an actual expert of the subject and managed to screw it up. Oh, see, so that might be a lot of where my potentially misguided enjoyment of the film is, because I don't know much about the actual scenario, to be honest with you. So it's one of those things that is probably loaded with historical discrepancies that just went right past me because I didn't know enough. Not a great movie. Yeah, I would say that's probably where I have it. I don't have it as a great movie, but I did always enjoy it. Reason number 2, the captain is portrayed incorrectly. Interesting. Reason number 3, Leonardo DiCaprio. Sandy, what do you have against my boy Leo? Love Leo. What do you got against him? And Billy Zane? Ah, Sandy. You don't like Leo or Billy, or you just didn't like him in that role? Or those roles, I should say. Reason number 5, okay, yep, that's fine. As a historian, I can totally understand that. Not me being a historian, knowing that you're a historian, I can totally understand that. Mongoose says, I'm going to have to lurk because I'm going to be Oh, hey, no worries, Mongoose. Do your thing, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for stopping by and just lurking even when you're busy, man. Truly, truly appreciate that. Sandy says, reason number 6, stupid necklace. I'll stop. All right, Sandy, we'll have to pick this back up while Stasis can lay into the movie too, because I am really curious at all the reasons you guys don't like it. Natty says, I do like it, but it does romanticize a rather tragic event in history. And you know, oh yeah, you know, Natty, I have never looked at it at that perspective. I think because it's one of those things where you kind of disconnect from it because you weren't alive during it type of thing. So that is a really interesting way to frame that. I had never considered that before. I totally understand that. Yeah, agree, Sandy. That is a fantastic point that I had never really thought of. Reason number 527, Titanic took from the editing crew from Event Horizon. Fair enough. And now that I've actually sat and watched Event Horizon in its entirety and can truly appreciate it for what it is, and one of the big issues I had was that it feels like it's edited to hell. Yeah, it is a shame that happened. When you look at the studios side of it, I know they're walking away thinking it was the right thing to do, given how much money that movie obviously made, being Titanic. But yeah, it does kind of suck that happened, especially when you consider the fact that now we can't ever get a director's cut of Event Horizon due to the film being destroyed. So yeah, can totally agree with that, and that is a very, very unfortunate kind of casualty of movie making that happened for Event Horizon. Natty says it also had another Titanic film. Oh shit! Sorry, it probably wasn't the best time to read. I'll get right back to that. Give me 1 second. Oh, you should have let me ground pound. Now I can't get it off. That is so dumb. Caltrops are actually pretty nice. They work well. I am about to get my ass kicked, though. I'm probably going to have to redo this. Yeah. Wasn't paying enough attention. Natty says, it's also had another Titanic film that came out a year or two earlier and was even more emotionally involved with the actual... I'm struggling to think of what... or not a year or two. It was called A Night to Remember. I don't think I've ever heard of that one, Natty. I'll have to check that out. Titanic is not on that list. It sounds like I would have been the only one to have put it on there, but I don't like it that much. I enjoyed it, and I think, to be honest with you, because I was a 90s kid, I feel like the kind of phenomenon that was Titanic puts it in a rose-colored glasses view for me. I, honest to God, probably haven't watched it since 2002, 3 maybe? So, I can't really speak too much to how good it really is.
Hey, Pammy,
A Night to Remember. I've never heard of that. I'd have to check that out. I'd love to check that out. And it's funny because, yeah, you're right. James Cameron is an expert in, like, diving and the Titanic and all that, isn't he? Because I remember when that crap happened, you know, a year ago or whenever the hell that was. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Time flies. With that, you know, was it Ocean Gate? That little mini sub with the rich people on it, whatever the hell that whole thing was. I remember him kind of being called upon for some interviews and stuff like that to kind of give his expertise on all that. So yeah, he should be pretty well informed on this subject. Interesting. I wonder, you know, in terms of something like that, when you're making a fictional movie based on a real event, I wonder how tough it is for somebody like him to kind of make that balance of what makes for a more compelling story and movie versus the, you know, realistic side of what happened. Only because, you know, the Jack and Rose, like that whole thing is all fake. So much of the movie takes place in a fictional relationship with fictional characters, but based on the real event, that I wonder if he was just like, yeah, we'll sacrifice some of this, you know, reality for fiction. Why won't it let me drop this guy? That's kind of pissing me off. Why don't we get you guys all lined up here? Throw one of these at you.
You can't outrun nature, Selena.
Sorry, I just want to focus here so we don't have to redo this again. Oh, Sandy, actually, while we're here, I need to message you and Stasis about next weekend. I may actually not be able to do Sunday. In fact, I don't think I'm going to be able to. So we may have to just either pick a different day or just push it out a week or something. Because I know you gave us the okay to do one without you, but I don't want to do one without you. It feels like our trio dynamic is really working for us. So we don't want to leave you out of one because the book side of things, one, your perspective in general is always great to have, but two, we also always love to have the perspective of the books and all that too. So really, the trio really completes when we're all together. So I'll chat you guys up in the Discord one and see what we can work out, because I think having all three of us is important. Yeah, exactly. We'll find another day. I totally spaced, because typically my Sundays are wide open, and I totally spaced on some family stuff I got to do next Sunday. So unfortunately, it probably won't work out. But no, even if we push it out a week, no big deal. I think this is the last. Yeah, there's Poison Ivy, so this has to be the last one. This is not the situation you want to be in. You don't want to be surrounded by all these guys. Yeah, because now she comes with those stupid things, and that's annoying. Did those caltrops knock all those guys out? How did that even happen? Oh, it was her things. I didn't know those could work against them. Well, idiot, you just knocked out your own guys. Thank you.
I just need your help.
Exactly. Snap, crackle, and pop. You can't just have snap and crackle, and you can't just have crackle and pop. You need them all.
You've got some nerve, Selena.
Natty says, I really want to join the streams, but you keep picking films I haven't seen yet. Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, you got a new little one, Natty, so totally understandable. To be honest, I think majority of the ones we've picked I haven't even seen before, so that so I've been watching them kind of for the first time, which has been fun. But we'll definitely end up, there's got to be multiple films on there that you have seen, so sure, soon enough we'll find one that you have watched. I think the next two are some older ones. We have The Time Machine, which I want to say is like 1967-ish, somewhere in the 1960s, and then shoot, Sandy, you'll have to remind me of the one we just did in terms of the wheel. It's totally slipping my mind at the moment. Zulu, yes, Zulu, which is another older one. Michael Caine, and I want to say it was only like 1980 though. It wasn't super old. The Time Machine was definitely a little bit older. I think the farthest we've gone back has been.
We're running out of time. I need your help.
Not Cool Hand Luke. I think we did one older than Cool Hand Luke. Was The Great Escape older than Cool Hand Luke? I think it was. I'm trying to think. I don't even know. We've done quite a few. We've done some 50s.
I'm fine with
Did we do 50s? Oh, Dinner for One. Was that the 30s, Sandy? I think. Or maybe it was a play originally in the 30s and adapted later for a filmed segment. But that might be the oldest thing I think we've done.
Shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
Zulu is 64?
Protocol 10.
Are you sure, Sandy? I could have sworn it was.
I expected more.
Let me check real quick. I could have sworn it was 19. What the hell was I looking at then?
Never heard of it.
Let's see. That was the one with Michael Caine, right? Yeah, what the hell was I looking at? Michael Caine's not even in this 1960.
I'm listening.
Is someone feeling a little down?
Oh, yes, he is. He's just down. He's not top billed.
Cheer up.
Okay, yeah, 64. I don't know where the hell I got 1980 from. I don't know what the hell I was looking at.
Where is the cube?
But yeah, so both are from the 60s. So cool.
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark.
I'm trying to think of what I got 19. It must have been something me, you, Stasis, and I must have been talking about that I IMDb'd really quickly as we were going over it, and I just saw 1980 and it stuck in my head. Yeah, 1964, Michael Caine. That'll be fun to watch.
He may have poisoned Gotham too. Mr. Freeze has the only cure.
What are you waiting for then? He's in Arkham City. Find him.
If only it was that simple.
If I could do Michael Caine's accent, I think I'd talk in it all the time, to be honest with you.
I don't wish to worry you, but it is the middle of winter out there.
I noticed. I've calibrated the cowl to track heat signatures. I'll find the coldest point.
You know, something that's not pointed out enough in these games in terms of the voice acting, because it gets so overshadowed by Kevin Conroy, who's obviously, you know, for good reason, Mark Hamill as well, for good reason. They both do phenomenal jobs, and even Harley's voice is, you know, very well done by Tara Strong and Eileen Sorkin in the first game. But Alfred's voice actor, don't even know who it is. Maybe I should look that up so I can actually give proper credit. Give me 1 second here. The voice acting by Alfred in all these games was really good. Let me just type it in and see. Batman, Arkham. Which one is this? City. Who does Alfred's voice? Oops, sorry. Who does Alfred's voice? Alfred is voiced by... Oh my god, could you guys have buried him any further down the friggin' billing list? Jeez. Martin Jarvis. Why does that name sound so familiar? What's he been in? Oh, wouldn't you know? He was in Titanic. Girl with the dragon tattoo. Not too familiar with his work, but looks familiar and the name sounds familiar. But yeah, phenomenal job by Martin Jarvis on voicing Alfred Pennyworth in all these games. And I'm just going to assume he did a great job in Titanic, since Titanic's so good, you know? Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Bend Over. Shaka Zulu was a miniseries in 1986. Maybe that could have. I 100% could have just typed in Zulu into IMDb that day, and that date popped up, and it stuck in my head, even though that wasn't the one I was looking for. Because for some reason, the 1980s were in my head. Hey, Grizzled. How you doing, brother? Oh, sorry, Grizzled. I'm just seeing now that you popped in a little while ago. My bad. I didn't even see that. Sorry, I was probably in the middle of getting my ass kicked by a bunch of bad guys here. How you doing, man? Great to see you. No complaints, man. Been good. Been a little busy, so that's why I've taken a little bit of a break from streaming, but good busy. You know, I can't stress that enough. I know sometimes when you say you're busy, people, you know, like, oh, is everything all right? But no, honestly, just really, really good things, actually. Just, you know, time consuming. So taking a little bit of focus and effort, which had to come from somewhere, and it couldn't come from work, so it had to come from a little bit of YouTube. But schedule's slowing down now, so there should be a lot more streams coming up. And just general YouTube content, trying to get some more movies watched, TV shows watched, and some videos out and all that kind of stuff. Climate analyzer. Oh shit, right. Aren't I looking for cold here?
Arkham City is an
If I recall, Freeze is in one of these side buildings here. I want to say it's on this side, because he's in there with Nora. And oh, it's back this way. It's after these little triangle roofs here. I remember that now. Amazing the things you do remember and don't remember. Right, so he should be...
Freeze's lab must be this way. I'm definitely heading toward the coldest point.
Yep. Should be right up front here. There's going to be a bunch of guys there. Yep. If I recall, it is that door. Let's see. Where's my smoke pellet? Oh shit, we got a whole crew coming from the other side of the aisle here. Yeah, you see the difference now between, since we just did some Catwoman, the difference between their fighting styles was just so well done and such good attention to detail. Everything about him, although it is agile, it's very forceful, versus her, who's just total agility and speed. Both incredibly satisfying styles of combat, just for entirely different reasons. Did such a good job with it. I do hate that it doesn't take these, like, that little screen prompt right there. Like, not for nothing, but dude, I'll press that when I feel like it. Could you please remove it from the screen so I can focus? I don't really need you to force me to press that. Eventually, I'll take a look at the side missions, don't worry. Oh shit, got me. Lucky. Good play. Come on, I'm hitting counter there. What's it take to knock these guys out? Good lord. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, nice. Riddler challenge done. Okay, where did I leave off in chat? Yep, Grizzled. Yep, been good, man. Hope you've been good as well. Natty says, it's so good seeing good Batman. Tell me about it, Natty. Tell me about it. You want to know the last thing I watched that was Batman? It was the first, like, 3 episodes of that new Batman animated series on Amazon. Forget whatever the hell they call it, Cape Crusade or whatever. It's supposed to be something of a... I don't know if I would say they wanted to pay homage to the old animated series, or... I really don't know what the hell they were intending to do, but it is dog crap. It's so bad. You know, Bruce Timm was I think the showrunner on it. At the very least, he was back in a similar role to what he had for the animated series, and such a shame because I was such a fan of Bruce Timm's work. From that to the Justice League series to Superman the animated series, such a massive fan of Bruce Timm and his work. And then he not only puts out this crappy show with the Penguin changes and all that like weren't good, he then doubles down and had these horrible remarks in terms of in my personal opinion, a little disrespectful to, you know, Batman lore and kind of some of his own work, but not only that, but work of others, where he said the reason he made the change to, because I don't know, for anybody who doesn't know, let me go to this door. For anybody who doesn't know, I do know that phone's ringing. I just don't want to deal with that right now. If you don't know, they gender swapped Penguin in that show. And it's stupid. It comes off stupid. It comes off cheap. It doesn't come off as done well. Nothing about it is good. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I couldn't make it past that. I wanted to review the series, but I legitimately couldn't finish it. But so they'd make that swap, like, whatever, okay. You like it, you don't like it, sure. But it was his comments after where he said something along the lines of the reason he made the change was that he didn't feel like Batman had enough good rogues, and he specifically felt like Penguin was... He didn't use the term, lacking identity or the phrase lacking identity, but I think the way he put it was something along the lines of, like, we hadn't really figured out his gimmick or didn't know what to do with him yet, so we figured, essentially, in his mind, he figured, let's do this. It'll make him better. It'll give him identity. And by him, I should say she, because that's what they changed it to. It was just such, like, a stupid comment and such, like, a disrespectful comment to the lore of Batman, his rogues, and specifically Penguin. Like, Penguin's well established. He's got his gimmick, he's got his thing, and he's a good rogue. People recognize him, love him. And if you want to argue that, be my guest, but then tell me why the Penguin series is doing so well right now. You know what I mean? Like, and they changed Penguin in that. Penguin is not the typical Penguin you see. He's more mobbish. He's more American gangster. He's, got that New York mob mentality and accent. Like, he's not a version of Penguin we've seen before. And it's still got the core essential, part of Penguin, and it's still very entertaining, well done, good, the whole deal. And they didn't need some cheap gimmick trick of gender swapping or anything like that to do it. So you can tell me that he was never a good rogue or whatever you want, all you want, but not for nothing. I liked him in Bruce Timm's original series, and I've liked him in many other works as well. So I don't know. That explanation did not was not adequate for me. Let's put it that way. But hey, he's the one running shows, not me. So what do I know? I'm just a guy at his desk playing a little Batman Arkham City.
Hardly salvation.
Tim was director of the animated. Yes, exactly. Yep. And I love his animated design. I've actually made a point to try to collect figures of his animation design. So from Justice League, whether it's your Green Arrows, your Flash, all the characters of that, to just Batman the. I quite literally have a Superman the animated series McFarlane toy or figure on my desk with a little figure kind of positioner to have it look like he's flying, one hand forward, the whole deal. Literally right in front of me as we speak. It's how much of a fan I am of his artwork and what he created. So I was pretty upset, as you can imagine. Oh my God, I have not been doing what I'm supposed to with this. Oh, he's not. Okay, sorry. I thought I was supposed to already be following along the call. But yes, so long story short, yeah, I was pretty disappointed to hear that. I was a huge fan of his work. And the show absolutely sucks. That's my my review that never quite made it to being a review. 3 episodes in, the show sucked and I couldn't keep watching it. So, do it that way you will, I guess. Uh-oh, I might not make it to this phone because I got a bad head start. Why do I have... Where am I headed? I might make it. I might. Let's see. Oh, Pete says he's back. Welcome back, brother. And he asks, new Batman show. Yeah, Pete, that god-awful new animated show that came out maybe like 2-3 months ago on Amazon. I want to say it's Batman Caped Crusader. They wanted to go for this like noir kind of story, which again could have been interesting if done right. They make changes. Oh, also the design for Clayface was horrendous. Looked awful. I didn't make it much farther than seeing him in the show, but looked terrible. But and just the design of some of the other kind of characters, all just like these blocky looking people with no real... It's just, the show is crap. Total crap. For somebody whose artwork I've been, or animation, whatever, however you want to call it, I've been a huge fan of basically since I was a kid. It was just so disappointing to see this product. Heard nothing but bad about it. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. It's absolutely terrible. Again, I only watched like 3, maybe I made it to 4 episodes. I actually watched it. I started watching it on the flight for my honeymoon because I planned on doing a review on it when I came back because it had just come out. And it was so bad that I just chose to not watch anything on the plane after 3 episodes. I just tried to take a nap, dude. It was total garbage. Oh yeah, Alfred's you get a lot of, let's just say it's an Alfred and a half in this one, possibly 2 Alfreds. It's the design on him was bizarre. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were going for. But, well, in a sense, I do. I just don't feel like getting into that right now. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together there. Yeah. Renee Montoya looks awful in the show. The design on her was crap. I mean, just everybody just looks like these big blocky characters. No one looks different from one another in terms of like body shape and stuff. It's just, I mean, I wouldn't say no one. Some do, but the ones they want you to focus on are like, what is this? Yeah, that's a skippable one. That is my unofficial Nerd Takes review. Total shit. Don't bother. Why am I still looking for... Oh shit, I guess I still gotta do something for Mr. Freeze here that I didn't do.
The hell happened? Gas leak? In a church rooftop? A gas leak? No way. Must have been something to do with Hollow.
Alright, let's go back to where he is, because I know he's underneath this thing. Part of the problem when it comes to playing this game over and over again too, and kind of coming back to it after a little bit, is that I know where things end, so I almost like immediately kind of remember that first, and I'm trying to remember like I know eventually I gotta go through this door underneath that red sign to get to Mr. Freeze, and that may very well be what I have to do right now, so I'm gonna go try it. But it's also a possibility that that actually comes later, and that's the last part, and I can't stop remembering that, and I'm struggling to remember the beginning. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure after I break this open, I need the freeze grenades to make a little raft to pull myself over there. So I don't think I go there yet. What I thought happened was I go to this door, I knock on it, and a guy comes out and he gets scared and runs away.
This place is a crap hole. Everyone
Okay,
killing
so
each other for crumbs. Strange.
door
we'll get
locked.
in.
So now what?
Just wait.
Arkham City provides regular
Camera down in Sector 4.
designated points throughout the day.
Because I know I can't go that way yet.
Only occur at these times and in these locations. Prisoners are responsible for ensuring food is distributed.
Oh, can I go this way?
to their needs.
Nope, that's not open. Oh man. What the? Oh, is it on the side here actually?
The freaking man!
Well, might as well fight these guys.
It is him. This is gonna hurt, Batman!
Not gonna lie, there's a few more guys than I thought it was. I thought it was just the two.
You're gonna die tonight! You're gonna die here.
Alright, well, while I'm beating them up, I can start to think. So I don't go through that front door yet.
We're gonna make this hurt.
And I don't think I go through that back door yet either. How the hell do I get in there? I totally forget. No, because I can't go through that back door. What time is it? Oh, it's actually 8. So to be honest, we might wrap it in a second here because I do have to get some dinner going and all that. Let me just beat these guys up. We'll take another look around the building, see if we can find a way in, and then we'll go from there.
Your mother won't recognize. We'll make sure this hurts.
Damn, I actually can't even believe it's 8 o'clock already. Holy crap, today went by fast. Well, I suppose it's actually only 8 o'clock for me. Who knows what time it is for anybody in chat? Anybody could be anywhere. I love finishing off with one of those. They give such a good camera angle. All right. This idiot's door. How do we get in? How do we get in? Let's see. Let's see. There's nothing up here. We can't go through the front. I know we can eventually go through here, but we can't go through it yet. Oops. Gonna be honest, I'm a little confused at what the hell I'm supposed to do. I totally forget. I know the end result, can't remember the beginning part. This thing doesn't open. I can't get through this door. So what is it? Nettie says, I'm not even against it in theory, I'm just against the non-good... Smack the next one was... Oh, yes. This isn't Alfred Beagle. This is Alfred ate too many bagels. No, fair enough. I think, to be honest with you, Natty, when it comes to changes that these, people who make these movies or games, whatever it is that we're thinking of, for any given topic, because, it has spread from movies to games to TV and all that. I think for me, it comes down to when you have to make changes to things, is it genuine? Does it come from a good place of creativity and trying to tell a new story with a character that we've had countless stories of, like Batman and his rogues? So do changes come from a place of, one, trying to make it translate from page to screen, or two, just a general place of creativity where you have an actual respect and love for the lore and the source material, and you just want to try to put a new spin on it for people to enjoy something fresh? If those things take place, those changes happen under those, those kind of motivational factors, I can accept and forgive when it goes wrong and it doesn't work. It's when those changes are made specifically out of, personal outlooks, agendas, things like that. That's when, or that, like you said, that bad faith, that's when I get annoyed when it doesn't work out. And to be honest, nowadays I don't even get annoyed anymore. I used to before because it felt like, oh, they're ruining another something I love. But after a while, you just get apathy for it, and you kind of realize, like, I don't really care what you do with a new Batman. We'll just use Batman for example. I don't care what you do with a new Batman. You can do whatever you want. If it's not for me, I'm just not gonna watch it, and I'm not gonna accept it as something that I have to like or watch. I'm just gonna stick to what I like. Plain and simple. There's enough games, movies, TV shows, comic books that I like of Batman that I don't have to be force-fed crap and told it's good. And frankly, at this point, I won't be. I won't be force-fed that crap. I'll just ignore it, and I'm not going to get mad. You're not going to get my rage out of me either. Like, you can't even incite feelings of me being aggravated anymore because total apathy is set in. I don't care. Eventually, the free market always corrects itself. If you guys are failing hard enough, you'll start to do what works, because at the end of the day, all these companies want to make money. They don't really give a crap about making movies or, you know, especially when it comes to Batman stuff or whatever, or anything nerd. They don't really care or have the passion for it. At the end of the day, it's about bottom line, so they're going to do what makes money. Unfortunately, it's taken a lot longer of a time to realize that than I thought it would, but what are you going to do? Eventually, hopefully they do. All right. So you say, the opposite of love is not hate. It's a yes, that is one of my favorite lines from a Lumineer song. It is beautifully said. It is wonderfully sang in the song, and it is just so true. The opposite of love is indifference. It is not hate. You essentially can't love if hate doesn't exist. It's indifference that kills them both. All right, folks. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. I totally forget. And you know what's sad is that I remember, as much as I can't remember what to do, I remember this part pissing me off every time because I always forget what it is I'm supposed to do. Somehow I'm getting through here. I don't know how. But on that note, given that it's late, I think my brain is just fried and I can't think like a detective right now. So this was a ton of fun, but we are going to call it a little bit early today. This was a short and sweet one. I got to do a little bit more of just kind of finding a couple windows to stream and do it so I don't fall out of the kind of rhythm again. One more thing here. We had a couple more chats I do want to read, though. Natty says, even Michael Caine as Alfred wasn't that lean, but I like, yeah, fair enough. I actually also kind of like the Alfred from Gotham who, and speaking of, we just saw him in the movie we just watched, the Event Horizon. Sandy, I know you're going to know his name. I forget it, but his last name was Pertwee or something. But he was Alfred Pennyworth in the Gotham show. And actually, for all of Gotham's flaws, I liked him. I liked that version of Alfred. Pete says, I object to the agenda that these people... Yeah, fair enough. No arguments here for me on that. Sandy says, we read that one. Pete says, to quote the Patton movie... Rommel, you beautiful bastard, need your book. And then we're getting Sean Pertwee. Yes, exactly, Sandy, that too. Grizzled says, have a good one. Heretical Nerd Pete says, good night, Jay. Yes, on that note, we are going to call it here. This was super fun. Thank you all for being here. You guys, first of all, the generosity from everybody. Thank you so much. Tomby, Tam, Sandy, Psychotic Mongoose, anybody who I may be forgetting just because I'm not. Let me actually, while I'm here, sorry, I got to stop doing that with my mouse. I keep forgetting it's on the game, and it makes the whole friggin' camera go crazy on you guys. So let me just do this real quick so I can scroll up and see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes, we had Tomby, Sandy, Tam, Psychotic Mongoose. And we just got one from Era. Thank you so much, Era404, man. I really appreciate it, man. You guys' generosity and support is just, it's through the roof. I mean, truly. I know I say it all the time, but I can't say it enough. Meeting all you guys and becoming friends with all you guys has been the single best part about taking this YouTube journey. Truly. I really can't say it enough. Meeting all these friends has been so awesome. So thank you all so much for your generosity. I hope to make these memberships, worth it for you guys. And I hope that I can create content that you guys like and you want to keep, being members for, because it's your hard-earned money. And I want to make sure that if you guys are giving me any of your hard-earned money, that I'm earning it. There's I don't want there to be any qualms about, or any misunderstandings about that. I am not somebody who just is going to take that and, not produce on the other end and just take it and run. I am definitely going to work my ass off to make sure I'm giving you guys really good and fun content and just stuff to be a part of too in terms of members and community and all that. So thank you all so much. Truly, truly appreciate it. And another thing is that you guys really motivated me to get back to the rhythm of streaming again. So that's invaluable. Thanks again. Cheers, everybody. Have a great night. I will see you again very, very soon. Hopefully, I want to maybe say tomorrow, so keep an eye out. Not entirely sure because I've got a yard full of leaves that is not going to remove itself. So I'm going to have to do that at some point this week. But maybe we push it off and do another stream tomorrow. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Actually, sorry, one more thing. Make sure you turn on your ability to receive gifted subs, everybody, because there is a few out there right now just waiting to be doled out to whoever turns them on. So feel free to turn those on. Get your gifted subs because we've had some great generosity tonight. So just wanted to say that one more time. All right, take care, everybody.